You are listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Hey everyone, welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, the one and only Lord Amadeus, the owner of RAWF, and the game we all know and love is Wrestler Unstoppable. Joining me this evening, as he normally does, is the one and only...
¡Hola, muchachos!
Good evening, El Vacant. How are you, sir?
Hola, muchachos! ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
I'm great. I'm absolutely fantastic. I haven't felt better. I don't know. Maybe it's the rest I'm getting. I've been able to, but how are you, sir? How's the taco business going?
Well, so with the state of things the way they are, there haven't been shows for me to go and to bring the trucks to. So instead, I've been bringing them to all the baseball games in the area, and the football game, all the sports arenas. I may or may not have had a permit to do that, but we don't need to discuss that. But yeah, so it's going.
All right. Awesome indeed. And right now, of course, Unstoppable is down, as we know. No update as of yet. Still waiting from I believe Sports Unstoppable still waiting for a reply from Facebook, and hopefully they will get one very soon. But we do have a little bit we can tell you tonight about RAWF. So I have compiled this total year's rankings. This total calendar's years, counted up the first 5 rankings periods we had, and we can read off the top 25 from overall this year. So why don't you go ahead, El Vacant, and I'll let people know who the top 25 overall for the year of 2025 is at this point.
I can do that. All right. So like I said, this is 5 periods in. There's still time to go, but we'll see. Currently in 25th place, we have Cougar Knight. In 24th place, we have the Pure One, Uber Vegan. In 23rd place, we have Sassy Applebee's. In 22nd place, we have the Immortal Griffith. Oh, look, he managed to beat her at something. In 21st, we have Dr. Kent. In 20th, we have Deez. In 19th, we have Tigress. In 18th, we have, oh, look at that, clickety-clack, it's a hobo attack. In 17th, we have Papa Shaker. In 16th, we have Eva. In 15th, we have the Marquis de Sade. In 14th, we have badass Billy Gunn. In 13th, we have hola, Maeve. I see you out there. You're lucky number 13. That's really good this time of year, isn't it? All right. In 12th place, we have Psy. In 11th place, we have okay. We just apparently stacked all the redheads together. Like in 11th place, we have Wildfire. In 10th place, we have the Extreme Enigma. In 9th place, oh look at this, good for him, Ken Costa. In 8th place, we have the Unsettled Chris Cage. Let's see where we're in 7th place. We have, considering how short of a time she's been here, this is pretty impressive. In 7th place, we have Destroyer. In 6th place, we have Blake Bradley. In 5th place, we have the Diesel Warrior. In 4th place, we have Hotshot Chaz. In 3rd place, which apparently just makes sense because he is Mr. 3rd place, it's Killa Neptune. In 2nd place, we have Simply the Best. And in 1st place, that should be a surprise to no one, is Paragon of Greatness.
Nice try there. I heard that. But yes, that is so far what the top 25 for 2025. Say that 5 times fast. The top 25 for 2025 is at this point. So not too bad, not too shabby. So I want to. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people that made the top 25 in all. Wait, that was. I'm sorry, that was 6. There's 6 rankings periods. I said 5. It's 6. So there are 9 people that made the top 25 in all 6 rankings periods, all vacant. Can you name them?
Let's see. In all of them, Paragon, Simply the Best, Killa Neptune, Hotshot Chaz, Blake Bradley, and you said 6 or 9. You said.
I said there's 9 of them. You do have one wrong.
I have one wrong. There's somebody who did in that list that did not do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I can't imagine who that would be. It's got
so. You're right about Paragon, right about STB, right about Killa, right about Chaz.
All right, so Blake missed one somewhere.
Blake, yes, Blake did not miss 2 actually.
Oh, okay, didn't realize that. All right, well, if it's not Blake, then I figured, when I read these off, you would think I would remember. It's not Diesel Warrior, I don't think, because I think she missed one. Has Destroyer been here all calendar year?
Yep.
All right, then it's her.
Yep. 4 are left.
I'm going to go with Chris Cage. I don't think I've not said his name all year.
That is correct. 3 left.
I'm going to go with... I actually think Ken. I think Ken Costa is on there.
That is correct. 2 left.
It can't just be as easy as just going down the list. Is it Extreme Enigma?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't think so. I thought I had somewhere.
Strike 2.
Oh, we're playing baseball now?
Sure. You get one more. If you miss one more, then you lose.
On all... How many do I have left? 2?
You have 2 people left, 1 strike.
I'm going to say... Honestly, I'm going to say Billy Gunn.
That is incorrect. Boy,
all right.
The redheads are going to be mad at you.
I was actually saving Psy to end with because I knew she was right.
Well, then Maeve's going to be very mad at you.
I thought Maeve missed one.
Nope.
Oh, my bad, Maeve.
So those are the 9 people made the top 25 all 6 times. I would tell you that there's only 3 people that made the top 10 all 6 times, and you could pretty much get that one correct right off the bat.
Gee, let me guess. 1, 2, and 3?
Yes, exactly. That is exactly correct. We had. Okay, something's not right there. I'll have to figure what I did wrong there, but that's all right. Oh, I think that one's wrong. Okay. Anyways, but yes, and so far, Paragon, out of the 6 rankings period, finished number 1 3 times. There are 3 other people that finished number 1. Can you name them?
That finished number 1 this calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to assume it's SDB.
Nope.
No, really. Right. No, he got a shot, but he came in second. Who did he? It's got to be Killa then.
It is.
All right, that's Killa's 1. Obviously Paragon, but you said so. Killa, how many am I going for?
You have, let's see, that's 4, so you have 2 left.
That came in first place. Is it someone who's not on this list?
It is. There is one person not on that list.
That's Sheik.
Yep. So you have one more.
That came in first place. Oh.
Wait a minute. Let me double check that. No, I do apologize. The person did come in on the list.
I'm not sure what you're saying, but okay.
The person is on the top 25.
All right, I'm just saying because so the last person remaining is on this list. All right, that's what I thought.
Yes, that's what I meant.
All right, because like I know Sheik was in first place and not on this list. First place, I'm going to go with Chaz. I don't know that I'm right, but I'm going to go with Chaz.
No, not right. Chaz.
First place. We have everyone's. Who else got in first? Someone on this list made it first place. It wasn't Griff, was it?
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think he did. He did that last year, not this year. Huh. I'm looking at the list here. Oh, it's Eva.
Yes. Very good.
I forgot. I'm going over the list and like, duh.
Yep, it was Eva. So, yeah, that's exactly right. 3 times Paragon, 1 time Killa, 1 time Eva, and 1 time Sheik. So, there you go. All right, and there are some very close races. Like Killa is only 2 points, 2 meager points behind Simply the Best. So it's a virtual tie for second place. While Psy is only 1 point behind Wildfire, and it's actually very close. So. After Cougs, we said Cougs at 25, correct?
See.
It goes Magnificent Michael, Davila, Natalia Nitro, Nox Boogie, Miss Beautifatal, Crazy Serb, Strangleheart, and those are the ones who could potentially possibly break the top 25 before it's all said.
Just because I always find this question to be amusing. What is the point gap between 25th and 1st?
The point gap between 25th and 1st?
Yes. I'm sure it's huge.
Almost 1,000 points.
And only 6 ranking periods.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't think anyone's making that up.
Almost 1,000 points. I shit you not. It is. Yeah.
And I asked this last year, and there was a definitive yes to this. I'll see if it is. Is there an obvious point on the list where the point breaks. Like it's close. There's a giant gap, and then everyone keeps going down from there.
Well, the top three are quite a far apart.
Okay.
Like Killa, Chaz is almost 200 points behind Killa.
Oh, all right, well,
Over 200 points behind Killa. So yes and no. Let's put it that way. It definitely goes down once it gets to Chaz.
Okay.
So, and I see you out there writing notes, Paragon. I know you are.
He doesn't
But
even know.
anyway.
You're gonna hand him the freaking file when you're done. I mean, he's writing notes anyway, but he doesn't actually need them.
All right, but let's go. Let's talk about Graveyard Smash. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a feeling that we may have to push Graveyard Smash. We might have to turn Graveyard Smash into Black Friday. Is what might happen. Maybe. I don't know.
It's possible.
I don't know that Graveyard Smash. We're gonna wait and see when the game comes back up. But I can tell you some things. Let's go here. So we know about Redneck Avenger versus Soul Reaper, Ken Costa versus Kenta in their 3 stages of hell, Destroyer versus Tigress for the Estrogen Championship, the Immortal Griffith versus Deez for the Multimedia, Chris Cage, Maeve O'Hare, and Joe Blue for Triple Crown, Teflon Sheik and Sai for Fubar City Championship, Ken Costa versus Iceman Jer, Simply the Best versus Killa Neptune, and then, of course, Paragon versus Simply the Best for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, other things and possibilities. Platinum Dragon Championship, as we know, the match was halted, and it was when W went down. So what we're going to may have to do, and I have 2 people agreeing to it, is have a triple threat match for the Platinum Dragon Championship between Hotshot Chaz, Extreme Enigma, and Kenta. That is most likely what is going to happen whenever we have this card.
I mean, it's one way to handle it.
Yeah. By the way, I posted that top 25 in the RAWF Discord. Yes, if they all agree. And right now I have 2 out of the 3 people agreeing to it. I have not heard from another certain person, but
Snap to it. Answer the boss.
Exactly. Give me an answer, damn it. All right. So that is what we've got scheduled. That's what we got planned. We're hoping that the game does come back up sometime this week so we can have Graveyard Smash. But if not, we have to make some contingency plans. At any rate. With that being said, why don't we just bring on some people, shall we?
Sure.
Folks, if you want to call in and be a part of the show tonight, feel free to do so. Let's start with this man, the reigning RAWF World Heavyweight Champion, who I know he can come in here and take notes.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the P to the O to the G, Big Purple himself, Paragon of Greatness.
Holy crap, Amadeus. I mean, all due respect to my good buddy Mark Caliber out there, but the Stat Man is here, and I am excited for today's show. Woo!
I bet you didn't expect it to be that interesting for you, but it is indeed. So, what are your thoughts on the top 25? Consider you finished number one, or you are number one. Your thoughts on the people that were on the list besides you?
First of all, I have to apologize. Thank you for your professionalism, El Vacant. I was doing my best, but I was hard pressed to not just give spoilers to your answers out there in the chat. You did not use the Paragon cheat sheet out there. One surprise that I had, I absolutely could not name that third person that had been number one. I don't know who this Eva character is. I've never heard of her, so that came completely out of nowhere. But otherwise, I mean, I think there are a few surprises and there are a few things that we kind of expected. Kill a Neptune at number 3. That is just. I mean,
that was like the icing on the cake, right? Like that was just the cherry on top.
I think, yep, Paragon and STB, the big guys that wear a lot of purple tones, kind of fighting it out at that 1 and 2 spot. That seems to have been kind of the story for almost the last year and a half, 2 years in RAWF. So you kind of saw that coming. But like, I've got to say, maybe the thing that is the most meaningful to me on this is that number 4 spot. Hotshot Chaz. For so many years we've talked about the potential of Hotshot Chaz to, as soon as he unlocks it, he's going to be that guy. He's somebody that, carries the state of California on his back. He's one of the most popular stars in RAWF and possibly the single most interesting wrestler when it comes to like how much you can get the fans behind him. Like, people want to see Hotshot Chaz succeed, and he's been doing it so much this last year. That number 4 spot, the Platinum Dragon Championship, this prominent spot on the card, he is finally the Hotshot Chaz that he was always meant to be, and you gotta love that.
Indeed, yes. 4th for him was definitely quite the feat. He was.
Go ahead.
He is the only person on the entire roster that made it 5 out of 6 times into the top 10. So there was Paragon, Simply the Best, and Killa that all made it all 6 times. Hotshot made it 5. After that, we've got 3 people who made it 4 times. 3 people who made it 3 times, and then a bunch of 2s and 1s. So,
look, I'm good at trivia. I could not tell you all those things.
Yeah, all right. Let's bring on someone else to join in on the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Roshina birot branachna has a nice Tado farden on the roy rugger sambat Tado broira chater Silagas of trill hair Murasni have lefi on spine at her Murois in the Hagragam molor Deutsche Lebelin and nice
Whoop. Try that again. There we go. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant. Good evening,
hi.
Corkra.
Yo.
How are you this evening?
I'm
I hope
keeping
you.
well. How are you feeling, Bossman?
I'm fine. What do you? I like I said, I haven't felt better.
What? Why are you bringing that up, Maeve?
What? I'm not supposed to ask folks how they're feeling. Fine, I won't ask you. How are you feeling, Vacant?
I Strangely not shocking.
I'm going to take those.
Yeah, very, very grounded. I'm feeling very grounded.
That's good. That's good. You look relaxed, as best I can tell.
But so let's talk more about these rankings now that you hear me. What were your thoughts?
I'm honestly shocked I ranked that high because I didn't feel like I'd done that much. And I was even more shocked when you said that I'd been in the top 25 every rankings period. So I'm feeling pretty good about that.
You and Cy are the only two people who made the top 25 all 6 periods, but not once in the top 10.
Always a bridesmaid. I was saying that just the other day.
Hey, good oddity facts like that are the best, though.
Now, look, ask a couple more trivia questions. 6 different people won an extra points tournament in this rankings period. Who thinks they can name all 6?
Oh God, I couldn't even begin.
I can make some educated guesses.
All right, Paragon, you want to make it? You
I
kind of have.
know that one knows.
Does he?
I guarantee you he could name off all 6.
All right. Well, who are you? Guess first, and then we'll go to Paragon.
DW.
No, you're wrong on the very first one.
Really? I was certain that she won it this year.
She won last year. She won last year.
Where's the other one? We're at Tigress.
Tigress is one.
All right. I conflate the two of them in my head sometimes, so that's my excuse. Your turn, McCorkra.
Look, I have no idea actually, so I'm glad that you put down all your money on this one, Maeve. Genuinely, I don't even know if I won one this time. I
don't think you did.
I'm gonna go with STB.
Nope.
What about English? Did he win any this year?
English won the very first one of the year.
You see, Maeve, this is where you went wrong.
You're just leaving me out to dry.
This isn't numbers. I don't remember things that aren't numbers. One?
Yes, Sassy did win one. So we've got Griffith, Sassy, and Tigress. There are 3 more.
Killa?
Nope.
Shaker?
Yes. Down to 2.
Chris Cage?
No.
Did Sheik win one?
No.
Cougs?
No.
Destroyer?
Can we still count it as simply the best because our current ongoing extra points tournament is simply the best versus Extreme Enigma, and I mean, come on.
Wow.
Unexpectedly catty, and it weren't even aimed at myself.
Love you, Enigma.
Thrashing Machine guessed Sibel.
He is correct. That leaves one person.
So we've got English, Sibel.
You didn't answer me when I asked Destroyer.
No.
Okay. We're missing one.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Is it like someone staring us in the face?
He's right here. Yeah.
It were Paragon.
It was Paragon.
Well, when he said he didn't think he won one, I just assumed he knew.
I figured he would have known, right?
You would have thought. How do you forget something?
I did know that one. I was just seeing what they would do.
Liar! Sitting here.
I have no idea the other 5.
He's the paragon of greatness, not the paragon of truthfulness.
Here's another fun fact. 2 of the 6 people that won the extra points tournament did not get into the top 25 in the period that they won it.
That's crazy.
Well, we know it ain't Sibel, and we know it ain't Morkorokra, because they were both in the top 25. So I'm going to go with Tigress.
Nope.
Shaker.
Shaker is one.
For someone who talks a lot, he doesn't talk much in matches.
Mm-mm.
Now, Dees didn't win the extra points.
Sassy?
He weren't on the list.
It was Sassy.
Really? I could have sworn Sassy were in there all the time.
Nope.
Yep. Sassy and Papa Shaker in the periods that they won the extra points tournament still did not make into the top 25.
Well, Sassy's another one that don't talk. She wins a lot, but she don't talk much.
And
That's
this is
true.
why I'm bad at top or the extra points trivia, because I know the rankings and I know the numbers, but sometimes those extra point winners come out of nowhere, don't even land in the rankings. Which you gotta love, though. That's the unpredictable nature of RAWF. It does not matter if you are somebody that is at the absolute top of the rankings or if you're somebody that is not considered at all. Anybody could take it home in this company because we have such a strong roster.
Here's another one. 3 people in that top 25 list missed periods. Whether it be because of vacation or they lost in countouts or they
Well, we know Blake is one of them.
Yeah, Blake
Blake is-
Bradley.
Blake is
Teflon
one of them.
Sheik.
Sheik is not in the top 25.
Oh, you meant this top 25 period.
This top 25.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought you meant anyone who'd been in
Ava.
Ava.
Who?
the blonde in the rafters.
Never heard of him.
That's odd because you
Trying to
get
remember
awful
when Ken
flustered
came
every
back.
time she's around.
Who?
I'm trying to remember when Ken came back because he took a break, but I thought that was
That-
last calendar year.
That was last year.
All right, that's what I thought.
Enigma?
Nope.
I just figured because they retire so much.
Is it Wildfire?
Nope. You're just gonna be guessing everyone on the list. It's Hobo. Hobo actually, yeah. Hobo had a bunch of countouts in the 5th rankings period. So
Silly
Alright.
hobos.
silly Hobo. Tricks are for kids. But at any rate, that is. Anybody got any questions that I might be able to answer about this?
All right, I got a question for you, boss man.
All right.
So you've given us the list of the overall rankings for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Who is not on that list that you really expected to see there before you started doing the math?
I can't say that there's anybody I expected to be in there.
Is there anyone that surprised you by being on there?
Well, yeah, Marky. Let's see. We got who's the biggest surprise? I would have to say Wildfire. Because
I would have assumed that just because, like, she's steadily been busy this year. Like,
yeah, she's been very busy. Let's take a look at Wildfire. Where did she finish? She finished.
She finished
11th.
11th. She was the
11th.
top of the redhead pile.
So let's take a look at previous years for Wildfire. Let's see here. Yeesh. Yeah. So last year, we're talking 30th. Year before that. I don't even see her.
Wiley was kind of off the map for a while.
I think
Yeah.
before that she wasn't in the company.
Yeah, she might not have been. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, last year in the 30s, and the year before that off the grid, and I don't even know about 2022. So, yeah. So I suppose the answer to your question would be Wildy on that one. Anybody else?
I mean, I've got another question, but I don't want to hog it.
No, it's fine, Maeve.
Do you have a like compiled list of like every year that you've done this, like who's been overall rank? Like if you took the end of the year rankings every year and compiled them, have you ever done that?
Yeah, I have got Google pages from 2018 on.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, have you ever like done an overall list of like averaging out where folks landed
Oh, good
to make a
lord.
master list?
You mean basically add all their points together?
Yeah.
I know somebody that does, but it's on a different device than what they're on right now.
All right, so you can report your findings next week, Morporcra.
Oh no, that's Boss Man's job.
No, I have not. I've never gone through and added it all up. Because gosh, you might know how many people that would be. Because the roster changed so much in flux over the
I
years.
more meant just like the top 25 list at the end of each year. Not like every list of everyone who's ever been in rankings. That would be absurd.
No, I kind of would have to do that though to get an accurate. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if they only made the top 25 one year, that's all they get. That's all the points they get. Is that what you're saying?
Something like that.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to make extra work. If you haven't done it, I'm not saying you need to. I was just wondering.
Well, and it would be a weird comparison just because how many points are available have changed from year to year. So, like, if you did really well in one year and didn't do so great the next year, but there were more points available that year, like it gets weird.
Look, for the counting, not counting the ones we did tonight, but the last 3 years, Paragon's been in top 3. So I have to imagine that Paragon and Simply the Best are 1 and 2. No matter how far back.
Depending on whether or not they caught up to Myth, because he had a run of a crazy number of number ones.
Oh yeah, this is true.
What did you do 5 or 3?
So,
he says 3. So yeah.
2018 Paragon of Greatness was number 1. In 2019, the Great Red Dragon was number 1. Paragon of Greatness was 2nd. In 2020, Mithras was number 1. Paragon was 2nd. I'm sorry, that was 2020. In 2021, Mithras was number 1. Paragon had an off year. He was down to 10th. In 2022, Mithras was number 1. Paragon was 3rd. Simply the Best was 2nd. This is when Simply the Best started really getting, really starting to get into the whole thing. In 2023, Simply the Best was 1st, Paragon was 2nd, and Mithras was retired. And then, of course, Paragon last year, Simply the Best 3rd, and then as of right now, Paragon in 1st, Simply the Best 2nd. So,
boy, that one year I barely escaped by the skin of my teeth. I was about to say, I would imagine that I was top 10 every year since I joined the company, barring the year that I came in like October.
Right. Well, like I said, I started it in 2018. I didn't do it in 2013 through 2017. So, and I couldn't now if I wanted to, because I don't think I still have all those rankings. But
God, I hope not.
Such an amateur stat keeper.
What's that?
Such an amateur stat keeper. Don't go all the way back.
Yeah, I know. Those early days were pretty chaotic.
I mean, that was when Judge was handling all of the stats and books, wasn't it?
If by handling you mean getting Cheeto dust all over them, yes.
Oh, but at any rate, yeah. That is what but yeah. So with that being said, let's take a quick break, and when we return, we'll try some more trivia. I saw that Maeve posted something in the Discord. You want to talk about that, Maeve? What you posted?
I just made a little quiz for people to have something to do with their free time. So it's every RAWF world champion from 2013 on.
Interesting. How many people could name all of them? I mean, if they had access to Unstoppable, they could go look at that, but they can't now. So, all right. When we're gonna take a quick song break. When we return, heck, we could do trivia because I've got some stuff that they can't see right now.
Oh,
I like that idea. We'll be right
trivia
back,
night.
folks.
I love it.
This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. Let's see here. We'll just go with this.
The bodies are cold, the fog is thick. If you are going to fight, you better think quick. Graveyard Smack. Graveyard Smack. Graveyard Smack. Midnight strikes, the earth begins to glow. Shadows crawl and claw through the stone. Whispers rise from the dirt below. Something wicked's got a show to throw. Hear the coffin lids crash. Hear the bones start to clash. This ain't no party, it's a graveyard smash. Bodies break and the tombstones crash. Screams and laughter, twisting and brash. Dancing with the dead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Eyes like candles in an empty skull. Flesh long gone, but the night is full. Rats keep time with a rattling beat. Every corpse is moving its feet. Hear the coffin lids crash. Hear the bones start to clash. This ain't no party, it's a graveyard smash. Bodies break and the tombstones crash. Screams and laughter, twisted and brash. Dancing with the dead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smack. Blood on the moon, claw marks in the sky. The crypt doors open and the dead won't die. If you step inside, you'll never come back. You'll be part of the madness, part of the pack. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Voices shriek, and the headstones crack. Lust for another, no turning back. Join the undead in a graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Eyes like candles in an empty skull. Flesh long gone, but the night is full. Rats keep time with the rattling beat. Every corpse is moving its feet. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Blood marks on the sky. The bones is moving its feet. Blood marks on the sky. The bones is moving its feet. Blood on the moon, claw marks on the sky. The crypt doors open and the dead won't die. If you step inside, you'll never come back. You'll be part of the madness, part of the pack. The bodies are cold, the fog is.
All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am Lord Amadeus. We have El Vacant. We have Maeve O'Hare. We have the Paragon of Greatness. We got someone else we can bring on here, and it wouldn't be a party without him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate. We're stealing his eyes. The tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Gryffindorian, the immortal one, eternal champion. His war's never done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages. His head held high, an immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the immortal Griffith to the show.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. How are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Paragon, you were saying something?
Oh, he said, oh, hi, and then I just said, oh.
Because he is clever. He's a clever.
Uh-oh. Also with us tonight.
Studio Cat! Whoa! Studio Cat! Studio Cat!
The studio cat is here as well.
Well, we always have the studio cat.
We got to have the studio cat, no doubt about it. But at any rate, so how you doing this evening, Griff?
I said I'm doing pretty well. It's always amusing when I get to watch these lists and see who all the tryhards are every year.
Yeah. A little low on that last one.
Not me.
I mean, you've had your years.
Sure. When I was trying hard.
Right. Let's see. 10th last year.
Yep.
12th the year before.
I usually come somewhere in the middle.
2022, you were 6th. You were 3rd in 2021.
That tracks.
6th in 2020. 4th in 2019. And 4th in 2018. So this has been a down year for you thus far.
I've been very relaxed. We'll go.
Shoot. All right. So some RAWF trivia, all good for you folks? Paragon, shut your spreadsheets down.
Can you verify that I'm no longer on it, because I had it up in like 3 different browsers, so I needed to make sure I exited on all of them.
I don't see you in the champion. Oh, I saw you there for a second.
That was myself. Right. I was closing it out.
Oh, you have it too. I'll be damned. All right. Yes, close it out, folks.
I will bet you I can name a bunch of them.
Perhaps 10 of them?
Well,
me, and me.
All right.
But yes, it seems to be working, Threshing Machine. You look like yourself.
All right. So we're going to go back in time a little ways to a defunct title called the Supreme Fighter Championship.
Me.
So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people who held that title.
Are you counting multiple holdings or just total?
I am counting multiple holdings. So there are 7 different people. A couple of them held it twice, but we'll get to that. That was going to be my next trivia question. But who do you think were the 7 people that held it? We already got eliminated Griff. He's out. So there's 6 more.
Which one are we talking about? Supreme Fighter?
Yes, Supreme Fighter.
Oh, who else had that? That's an older one, right?
Yeah. It ran from
Who ran
around
that?
2017 to 2021, ran by Raven the Enchanter.
That was Raven.
I'm gonna guess Threshing Machine just because he's held all the belts.
Threshing Machine was the very first Supreme Fighter champion. Griffith was the very last Supreme Fighter champion. So there's two.
Knox Boogie.
Knox Boogie was the third ever Supreme champion. So there at least 4 people left.
I'm trying to remember who I took it from.
I'll let you guys all in on this one. If I'm already dropping the Knox Boogie that I knew I would be the only one that knew that, that means I'm already tapped.
Mordred Nightwalker.
No.
That would have been post Mordrin.
It would have.
Although Mordred Nightwalker was in the very first Supreme Fighter Championship match against Mithras. Mithras beat Mordred Nightwalker to become the first Supreme Fighter champion.
I stand
So
corrected.
you were-
Mordrin absolutely was there.
Yeah.
Is that
Denzel?
No.
Yeah.
That seemed like a kind of title he would have held.
But it might have been Big Effin.
No.
No. All right. Trying to think who was in that round at that time.
So how many people did we say we have? We have Mithras and Griff and Knox Boogie. So there's 4 more people, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint. 3 of the 4 remaining people are RAWF Hall of Famers. 1 is not.
Cougs.
No.
RA.
No.
Great Red Dragon?
No.
It tells you how much I paid attention to this belt. Jeez.
Amadeus just bringing the brain buster right away.
Got to start with a hard one.
Is that something that Uncle Frank had?
No.
No.
Unstoppable. Yes, D's.
Are we going to answer the D's?
I'm sorry, D's? Yes,
Yeah.
D's is one.
Good job, Unstoppable.
No, Redneck, it's not Starry. No, it's not El Pebs.
El Pebs.
Did we guess Denzel already?
Yep.
Yes, we already did. Yes, Denzel.
Perhaps was it Big Greg?
No, it was not Big Greg.
Or it's Big Papa?
Nope. Remember, it's okay. I'm going to have to give you the one that's not a Hall of Famer. That way you'll stop. Because that will be the hardest one. Hawkster.
Oh, God, I would never have thought of that.
Well, I'm surprised Griff didn't. That's who he beat for the title. He was the next to last.
I was trying to think who I beat.
In English's defense, he beats so many folks, it's hard to keep him separate.
I suppose that's fair.
Claymore?
Claymore, yes. Okay, so I believe we've named everybody. We got one left.
Clayless?
No. And again,
Claymost.
he's sitting there knowing who he is and wants everyone
More
to guess.
Corcra.
How you doing, guys?
Why are you like this?
So here is the total history of the Supreme Fighter Championship. Mithras was the very first one. He held the title for 334 days. Go figure. Paragon beat him for the title at Cataclysm in 2018. Knox Boogie beat Paragon on December 26th of 2018. Claymore defeated Knox Boogie at the Cataclysm pay-per-view in 2019. So Knox had it for 270 days, which is second most. And Claymore did help. Claymore and Dees were the only two people to hold it twice, and they kind of traded it off. Claymore, then Dees, then Claymore, then Dees, then Hawkster, then Immortal Griffin.
I mean,
So-
technically, I still have it because no one's taken it from me. So technically, I have it on the train. Just saying.
Now I'm assuming because he did call in here, and I don't have any graphics for him. He needs no real introduction. He is the title machine Mithras. Mithras, are you there?
I honestly don't know if you can hear me.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Barely, but yes.
Okay, you know what? There's a way to adjust that. I need a fifth grader to come in and fix my settings.
Welcome to After Hours for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about the volume. Is it still real bad?
It's all we can hear you as long as nobody tries to talk over you. It all should be fine.
Because it shows that I've got you on max output.
Yeah, you're good on my end.
Yeah, I hear him fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. How is it?
It's that and trivia day. I'm great.
Yeah, we're just doing some RAWF trivia, Mithras.
Because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Sadly. Well, it's good hearing familiar voices. I miss RAWF. It's kind of interesting. I think everybody has their own experience during the shutdown or downtime, and I think we all have different perspectives. Like I think for LA and maybe for Unstoppable, it must be kind of weird not to have constant shows to produce, right? And you wake up in the middle of the night thinking, I didn't do I didn't do Superstars. Because there is no Superstars right now.
I won't lie to you. Every Sunday morning for the last 4 weeks now, it has been. I get up. Oh, I know, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't.
Right?
Okay.
Right, and same thing for I'm sure for the pure wrestlers that don't do anything in the office, they're just in the ring. They're probably out in the they've got the muscle memory that okay, Sunday morning, wake up, I gotta be ready for Superstars. Go drop my PD.
Right.
Write a scene. I bet you that if things come back on, I think RAWF could see like a renaissance of scenes and trash talking. Because there's going to be weeks of pent up aggression or creativity. Hopefully.
I haven't gotten to give him shit in weeks. Let me go.
What was that?
Said I haven't been able to give him shit for weeks. Here we go.
And so it's just very interesting. And and then the rest of us are kind of somewhere in between being only ring workers and doing stuff in the offices. I know a lot of companies that had over the past 3 weeks had a lot of contact with GMs and stuff in other companies, and I know they're sitting there tapping their foot like, what's going on? And hopefully this downtime can be used for creativity. But at some point, I think senior management needs to get on the horn and start talking to the players, and update them again. Maybe that'll happen tonight. Who knows, right? What would I do? And it's just really interesting for the same name. Fun because I don't know if a lot of people know that the main reason I stepped down from RAWF was because after a few years, it's great ego. But it's like, wait a second. The company doesn't when you have the same people at the top all the time, right? And I just thought either I like RAWF or I don't. and I decided I liked RAWF. And it was one of those situations where, well, if you want to see the thing thrive, you got to get new blood. And I wasn't new blood. I was tired. I'm still tired. So it's really nice to see a lot of well, a few years ago, what were new faces. Now they're dominating on their own. I mean, whoever thought Enigma would be a force? I mean, you can argue with them, argue about him any which way to Sunday, but you got people like him, and you know, and of course we have these stalwarts like, you know, Redneck and Dees and you know, Davila, etc., etc. But it's nice to see people dominate, and you see people like Maeve, who, yeah, she wasn't exactly a wallflower before I retired or took a break, but she's definitely taken more of a, you know, center stage role, and is certainly, her name gets spouted off by quite a few people, so that's good news for, you know, her domination in the company. And then, of course, you still have, you know, the long timers like Griff, who still shows people how to do things, and sometimes injures them doing it. But I don't know. Hey, LA, do you remember when back in 2018 it was, when you said that I won against Mildred for the what was it? What title?
Supreme Fighter.
Supreme. That, as I recall over the years, that I always thought that was a tough title to get. I kind of forgot that. Oh, I had it. But it was a tough title because of just the way it was set up. But if you recall, one of the funniest lines that I recall I ever had was on After Hours, and I never really understood how the rankings system worked, right? And I would go to some other wrestlers and say, "What the hell's going on? This is ridiculous. I'm winning." Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, that's not how it really works. And so I learned how it works from some guidance from some well-known names, Griffith. And so I decided, you know what? Enough is enough. Let's try to do something here. And you and I you were doing a quick quick. My interviews are never quick, right? I don't shut up. But in any event, and I know it, I admit it, I'm the first one to say it. But anyhow, so I don't know if you recall, but you said, what was I going to do different? Because, you know, I've been in the company for years, and, you know, I've done all right. You know, I won matches, but I was never ranking. And in any event, I got to not read the chat. Anyhow, so you said, well, you know, you've been in the company and you kind of sucked. You didn't put it that way. You did. You were much kinder. And you really didn't even say that. But it was kind of like, well, what are you going to do different? And this was not practiced. It just came out. And I said, oh, I guess I'm going to start trying. And it was kind of funny because it's like, wait, you weren't trying? It's like, no, I didn't even know how the point system worked. I was just kind of like, yeah, okay, let's win a match. Okay. But that isn't how you get ahead in RAWF. And that's not really how you contribute to RAWF. So that was amusing. And then afterwards, you know, I got very lucky. I think the streak with Midnight Hobo was actually pretty funny. And I don't know if people really realize that the main part of pro wrestling is it's comedy. And the comedy of a guy who totally doesn't drink, either in the ring or out of the ring, you know, being the Midnight Hobo champion for so long is pretty preposterous, you know, because it's an alcoholic drink. And, you know, it was just kind of funny to me. But in any event, so it was a good 3 years. Thank you, one of those, for providing the platform and the opportunity to do that, because that was really kind of my goal, was, you know, to have that for a number of years. And it wasn't because I was trying to beat anybody in particular. It really wasn't. It was just I just wanted to set a number that would be hard to beat. And if it gets beaten, that's great. But I'll be back, and I'll beat that. So I'll try. I'll shoot for it. But and anyways, so Destroyer just called me an ox and a moron. I'm not really sure why. And no, my last name is not Costa. Destroyer. And, so in any event, LA, that's me doing my regular Red Bull powered interview.
That's fine. It gave me plenty of time to put your picture up on the screen for the first time.
I appreciate that. I'm looking at it. Looks like I got to get some work done on my 11s there. But yeah. Boy, if I choose something, you can probably see it. You know what I mean? Those cheeks are really falling. I got some work there. But anyway,
So
it's a good picture.
Here's a trivia question for everybody, and Mithras, of course, probably might remember, but you talked about your midnight title reign. You had 2 title reigns in between 2015 and 2017. Actually, 2019. You had a reign of 477 days, and then a reign of 938 days, which is over like 1,400 days total. But there was a period of 14 days when you did not have that Midnight Oboe title. Someone beat you for it, and then 2 weeks later, you beat them right back for it. Do you remember who that person was?
May I? Is somebody else going to answer? Because I've got a comment.
All right. Anyone have a guess to who that person was that held the Midnight Oboe title for 2 weeks in between Mithras's 2 enormous title runs with the Midnight Oboe Championship? Anybody? RA, you can even though I haven't played your entrance yet, you can weigh in on this if you know too.
I think I may have killed a few too many brain cells.
What, from the wrestling or from the beer?
Yes.
Nobody? Nobody?
If I may, I don't remember the name. Oh, RA, do you remember?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Okay, here, I'm going to give a hint. It was a he, and he didn't really beat me. You know what happened, LA?
You counted out.
No.
Whoa. What was it?
Well, okay. Why did I count out? Or did I count out? I don't know. But the problem was I used one of the new moves. And it had been decided it wasn't like the day before. So it was like weeks. Maybe a couple weeks or a week. I don't know. But anyways, I knew I wasn't supposed to use it. I forgot. I used it. And that was.
Oh, that's right. You lost it on a technicality. He didn't actually. I see what you're saying.
That's right.
That's. I remember that now.
And then I bitch slapped the referee and got in trouble. Sorry. And then we had another match. But I, for the life of me, cannot remember. I thought it was somebody like Mordrin, but that doesn't make sense because he was gone by then.
It was definitely not Mordrin.
Was it Sheik?
No. Oh God, Sheik was not around that long, or not around back then. No.
Who was it?
This is somebody you all probably don't remember because we haven't heard from him in a long, long time. And some of you may not even have been around when he was here, like me. Probably wasn't. Godric Mandevil.
Oh God, it was Godric. I was sitting here going, it was somebody who was a misfit, but I can't think who it was. And I was going through the members, and I'm like, no, it's not that. It's not that. And I forgot Godric.
Fun fact: you can thank one Godric Mandevil for Paragon of Greatness and RAWF. That's the guy that invited me to the company.
Really?
Interesting.
Been a long time since I've heard that name.
Yeah. He wasn't that good. I mean, aside from the humiliation of losing the match, right? It was losing the match to that. I take it back though. He was actually a very nice guy. I mean, he was a very cool guy, and he didn't make a big stink like you suck, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was like, yeah. I think we were both kind of pissed off.
All right. Since he's here, I'm gonna go ahead and play his entrance, even though he's already made his entrance. Let's just do it.
Boots hit the dirt, stealing my stairs. Six pack of visions, I don't fight fair. Rattlesnake blood running through my veins. Mess with the best, you be feeling the pain. I'm a renegade, born of all raised on rage. Knuckles up, I set the stage. Drinking beer and kicking pain. Ain't no cage can hold my name. Redneck Avenger don't need no crown. But you best believe I run this town. From back road bars to the square circle. Ain't no rules when I raise this hurdle. I don't tap out, I don't back down. You cross my line, you're going down.
Ooh, all right.
Welcome back, RA. Even though thanks for leaving and coming back in for your intro. That was pretty cool.
Well, I went to go get a beer. Man, there we go.
All right. So, how you doing? How you handling the time off here?
Lots of alcohol and general purposelessness and shooting guns.
There you go.
Yeah.
What can you? Sounds like a good old time. But any rate,
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what he said. What I heard was living in Texas.
Yeah, that pretty much is the end. That pretty much sums it up. Beer, bullets, and more beer.
I thought it was beers, bullets, and barbecue.
Yes, beer, bullets, and barbecue. But I've been trying to watch my weight, and because I barbecued a lot. But yeah, matter of fact, interesting. I barbecued. I smoked. Yeah, this is gonna sound all kinds of jacked up. I smoked two pork butts and about 6 chicken breasts and shredded them and took them to the family, walking Texas Ranger and the other rednecks in the brood and my sister, bless her heart, gave me some of the stuff from her garden. I got about a Ziploc bag full of jalapeno peppers, and then she put in 2 of those Trinidad scorpion peppers. I had to think long and hard about my decisions on that one. By the way, for those that don't know, a Trinidad scorpion pepper is 2 million Scovilles. That's the unit. I think like a jalapeno pepper is like one Scoville unit, and then it just goes from there. Like a Serrano pepper is 10 Scoville units. A habanera is 100 Scoville units, and then this thing is 2 million. And about the only thing that's commercially available that's hotter than that is Carolina Reaper and then Pepper X. Pepper X is the hottest one that's available commercially. But I'm just sitting there thinking about my last decisions, going, do I really want to do this? But might have to. I don't know if my digestive tract will ever be the same, but might have to try it. I think I'm going to put one in a pot of chili and see how that works out first.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Pass. Hard pass on that.
I just have to have a lot of beer and milk. Milk and beer together, that just doesn't sound really good, but I'm not above it.
So the comments in the chat right now, some of the talk is about how we found WU, and I'm curious to know how some of you found WU. Paragon, let's start with you. How did you find WU originally?
Oh, well, Actually, this is a funny story that I think some people know, but I found WU through my little brother, Killa Neptune. Fun fact, at the time, manager of Paragon of Greatness was known to every single person he knew around the world as Killa Neptune. That was the name that I used as my online gamer tag everywhere. And my little brother found this wrestling game and named his wrestler Killa Neptune, and then told me about the game. So when I go in to fill out the name thing, I go Killa Neptune. That name's already taken. What are you talking about? How? How could that? How could my unique gamer tag be used in this game? Turns out, troll-faced little brother took that name.
Once a troll, always a troll.
And so I found the game through Killa Neptune. So you can thank that troll for that. I believe what he told me was that he found the game through a searching wrestling games on Facebook.
So what I'm hearing here is that the Paragon of Greatness wasn't supposed to be a thing. It wasn't supposed to be a wrestler. You were going to be You were going to be the original Killa Neptune.
If my manager had his druthers at the time, that's what would have happened. Yes.
And are you glad that that's not what happened?
I mean, at this point, everyone I know knows me as Paragon. I think it's a much better name, and I associate the name Killa Neptune with troll-faced little demon. So, I think that it was a good move.
All right. Fair enough. Let's go to RA. RA, how did you find out about WU?
I found it out, I think, because I played another game that I really liked that was immersive, and beforehand, and then it shut down. It was a dumb game, but it was something where it was similar to this in that you could make your character and make it who you wanted and express yourself. Well, this thing is kind of funny. I just looked for. I think I just saw it pop up as an ad or something like that on Facebook, and it was like, well, what the hell? I'll go check it out. And I got it, and of course I added the game, and it was kind of funny. Prophetically, my best friend says, "Oh boy," he says, "you'll be divorced in 5 years." He wasn't wrong, but it wasn't the game. But it's kind of funny. So, kind of found it like that. I think it was from an advertisement.
Was an advertisement? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's go with Maeve. Maeve, you probably the last person or most recent of everyone here.
I'm just a baby.
Just a baby. I think I know how you found it, but I want to hear it from your mouth.
So I came in kind of backwards. I actually started coming to the radio show before I ever got into any of Unstoppable. And then I was around for several months, and RAWF were always my goal, but I wanted to be good enough to get in and not completely embarrass myself and my friends before I did so. So I was actually around for several months, just waiting until I were ready to come into RAWF.
All right. That's good. I was sure that was the case. You came to the radio shows before you ever went into Unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now let's go way back to the man who was there probably near the inception of Wrestler Unstoppable, that being Mithras, the title machine. Mithras. Mithras, you still with us?
You got to click the microphone button. I've done it 1,000,000 times.
All right, we'll come back to Mithras. Griffith?
I found this game originally, many years ago, right before 3D, the quote unquote 3D came in. Friends of mine and an eFed told me about it.
Wow. Okay, eFed. That fast fact. If nobody has ever heard this story, RAWF was actually an eFed way back in the day. On GeoCities. Anyone remember GeoCities?
Oh, good Lord. That's up there with Angel Fire.
Yes, it is. But The original RAWF was an E-Fed on GeoCities before it came to Unstoppable. But I came to Unstoppable when my friend who played as the Jade Buddha told me about it. He'd found it, I believe, through an advertisement on Facebook. So that's how I found Wrestler Unstoppable. El Vacant, of course, was born in Wrestler Unstoppable.
Accurate.
So, Mithras, are you back?
Yes, sorry, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. All right.
Did you hear the question?
Pardon me?
Did you hear the question?
Yes,
What we've been talking?
how and when, mostly how. So actually, I'm not from 2010. I was actually after that. I was after Rocket Ninja took over, and the conversion from whatever 1.0 or whatever people want to call it in 2010 had occurred, and I was one of the earliest ones in 2011. Because there was around people like RA, I think joined in March or April of 2011, and RN was running some advertising. I think they test advertised in January or February, but I joined in February, and there were a few of us that joined in February, and that's when I started. And the reason I started, Destroyer, I did not play. You're asking if we did FBW one? No. That's why I hate FBW rules. And I don't hate them. I don't hate anything. I despise them. But anyways, keeping the story moving here. So it started in 2011, and the reason I started was I had I had some celebrity clients in real life. And one of them was probably one of the world's worst human beings ever. And some of you who are older may know who it is. Many of you who are younger will have no idea what I'm talking about. And he was just a horrendous person. And I wound up at one point having to stay up overnight on monitoring personally his website to make sure there were no audio ads, because he was having a meltdown about that. And there's somebody who's known in this area of RAWF who knows exactly what I'm talking about. And so I had been playing a war game, and it was boring and it was stupid, and I just got sick of the people. And I wound up just staying up all night. It was probably like 4 a.m. And I got an ad for Wrestler Unstoppable, or I may have looked for it. I don't know. I didn't know about it until I saw something. And that's when I joined. And because I was working, I was able to spend some money on it. But at the time, I ran into some very bad people on WU, including Justin, what was his name? Justin Klein. Interesting factoid, we had a terrible human being in one of my companies who was just horrible, and his name was Justin Klein, but it was not the same Justin Klein. But in any event, ran into some tough people, and they were working with some insiders at RN, and they got my personal Facebook info and shared it, and it was just a nightmare, which is why when we took over WU, we were very tight on sharing information with other players. So today, well, up until recently, if somebody got banned, you know how, like, say you would complain about somebody and you thought they should be punished, and you would never hear about it, right? Well, the reason for that is we were trying to have a very tight protection of privacy because mine had been so grossly violated. And we later eased up on that we would tell people what happened to the person if they were, determined to have broken the rules. We would say, I think, I'd have to check with one of my colleagues. I think we do tell what the actual punishment is, but we definitely say what happened. And we had always been reticent about that because we just didn't think it was right to be tattling or sharing information that shouldn't have been shared. And I think some people in this very chat room, have had their personal information violated or shared by former employees at Rocket Ninja. But those are the types of people. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go on a slight mild tangent here, and I apologize. But those are the same people at Rocket Ninja that stole the WU database and then posted it on one of those file sharing services. But they didn't share the entire database, just most of it. But they were, it was ridiculous because the people they excluded, it was so obvious that they were involved with the whole thing. And, we could talk about that forever. And then they did some other pretty terrible things. They the first week we had the game, they sabotaged it. They broke the economy, blah, 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 blah. So it was a very interesting experience. I thought, hey, we're just trying to keep the game open. That's all. Not trying to, drop bombs on, France or something. You would have thought we were trying to bomb, whatever, nurseries in Italy or something. But we were just trying to keep it open. But there was a lot of sabotage done, and those were, terrible people to begin with. So, in any event, that's how I joined. One final thing. I can finally, and I don't know if I've spoken freely about this in the past, but one time when I was battling with Rocket Ninja, some of the people were okay. Most of them were doing bad stuff to my account, like taking money out and blah, 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 and banning it for no reason. Including Secret banned me for, he just banned me, and he wouldn't tell me why. Not Mithras, one of my alts, but which was probably why he did it. But in any event, at one point I had bought some, I had won a 20,000 coin tournament. And back in those days, 20,000 coins was okay. It wasn't terrible. But it was 20,000 coins. So I submitted a ticket and said, hey, I was supposed to win a tournament and get paid 20,000 coins. Never got it. Could you please, pay me the winnings? And even still, I was polite, because what are you going to do? Well, they took care of it by putting 20,000 Rustler bucks in my account. And I was talking to a guy that had joined the same day I had, and I said, dude, check this out. And he's like, oh my God, you gotta get rid of it. So in the course of doing that, I learned quite a bit about how players behave and what to look out for when we make mistakes as WU or as SU. And we spread the wealth. We gave bucks to companies. Really, I think I kept maybe 1,000, which is a lot, but for the most part, I just gave it away because it was going to. I figured it was going to get taken away, and it never was. So that was a pretty funny thing. Anyways, well, yes, Destroyer, probably very dreams, but anyways, so that's all that. That's all there is. It's quite an interesting ride.
Indeed. It's been it has been an interesting ride, I think, for all of us in WU over the years. No doubt about that. And hopefully that ride continues. But let's get back to some more RAWF trivia if you all are up for it. And Destroyer, you need to call in here because I want to play the new entrance I made for you. For everybody, because I made a bunch of entrances and nobody I made entrances for has come in. You too, Cage. But at any rate, so another quick trivia question for everybody. See if anybody. A lot of you probably won't know this, but I will at least ask. So, as you know, Philadelphia Freedom has been a staple pay-per-view every July in RAWF since the inception, near the inception of RAWF. It was like the second ever pay-per-view we did. However, the following year we did not do a Philadelphia Freedom, and then the year after is when Philadelphia Freedom became a staple. So there was 1 year that we had a February pay-per-view that was not Philadelphia, or July pay-per-view that was not Philadelphia Freedom. Does anybody know the name of that pay-per-view? Anybody?
Was it Radically Violent?
No, but that is one of the one-time pay-per-views. That was a dual. That was a dual pay-per-view with another company. I believe it was Mordrin's company at the time, and that I can't think of it at the point. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't with Mordrin's company. It was with Big Daddy, whatever the hell his name was. But anyways, no, was not that one. Nobody. All right. It was called All Good Things. It was when we thought the game was shutting down. It was going to be at the last pay-per-view until it wasn't. in 20 in 2014. Yeah.
You know, the sky has been falling down, and it's been the end of Unstoppable every 6 months for over a decade now.
Pretty much. But yeah. Anywho, anybody got any trivia questions of their own that maybe they can stump Lord Amadeus? No?
I'm not going to try to stump you about your own company.
Hey, Amadeus.
Yes.
This is something that you, I think, I'm pretty sure, or recollect, is something that you specifically don't pay attention to. But I was wondering, do you recall what the biggest company in WU was when you started RAWF?
Wow. I would guess that it was Stallion's company, that his company was still around, and life of me, can't remember the name of the damn company because it was the first company, NLW. I'm guessing NLW.
I think you're right. I think you're right. But let's not forget, there was that. Didn't John Phoenix have a company?
There was New World Nation. That was, and it had over 1,600 people in it.
Yes, that's true. It was New World Nation. But didn't John Phoenix have a pretty big one too?
You know what? I never paid attention to John Phoenix.
No, I think after Goddess bought New World Nation, I think he was involved in it. So that may be it. I won't say he didn't have a company, but I just don't remember it.
Yeah, that was a big one.
No, I my very first company was NLW, and I was in there for a cup of coffee, probably a few months before I left and went to CSW. This was back when I couldn't afford more than a couple of company slots. So then I went to CSW, and that's when everything changed for me in Unstoppable.
What was your role in CSW? Were you a GM?
I was after Swamp Dog left and gave it to Shifty. Then I became a GM.
Okay. Here's a trivia question. You ready? This is for everybody.
All right.
How many WU players are known to have been arrested for drug-related charges?
How many what?
How many WU players have been arrested on drug-related charges?
I mean, do we really know that for sure?
I know of a few.
I'm not. I don't know.
We're making it. It's entertainment.
All right, let's welcome someone to the show so I can play her new intro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Yo, step into the ring, feel the heat, feel the fight. It's the story coming in, you're dressing all black tonight. Smooth talking, body rocking, got the crowd on your feet. Call you dog, they call me Dean, don't you dare get deep. Tequila sipping, moist making, booty popping. Sin, did I come to make friends? Nah, I came to win. The things I whisper in your ear, secrets high and low. It's a single playground, baby, this is a danger zone. No, black shades, black heart, being strong. Tequila dog, drinking all night long. Gotta break up the rain for those who cross the line. That's what destroyer on you, out of your mind. In the ring, on the mic, I'm a force you can't deny. Every man's vision, a baddest woman looking fine. So step aside, don't so let D take the reins. game. Destroyers in the house, this is my game. Battle scarred, seen it all, done it all. Smoky back into arenas, I answer every call. These young bucks think they tough, try to step to my game. But I'm a veteran, baby, and they all face the shame. Got the moves, got the looks, got the killer instinct too. So back off, boys, before the hurting on you. On the mic, I'm fire, spit flames hotter than hell. Got rhymes sharper than knives, stories I can tell. Black hair, black shades, black heart, being strong. Tequila doll, drinking all night long. Gotta play, tuck away for those who cross the line. That's Red Destroyer, are you out of your mind? In the ring, on the
Ladies and gentlemen, the moist maker herself, Destroyer, is here. Good evening, Dee.
Evening, dolls. How's it going?
How are you this evening? It's been. Did you? I like the shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's new.
El Vacant, you can stop drooling now.
No, I can't.
Did you notice I animated the picture? El Vacant,
Oh, I
did you
noticed
notice?
that.
I know, but I wanted to see if El Vacant noticed.
What? I'm sorry, I was looking at something.
Did you notice I animated your favorite picture of Destroyer?
Yeah, maybe that's what I was noticing.
All right, someone else is joining who I made a new intro for, so let's bring them on, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Dragon.
From the stormy seas, breathing fire with a warrior's decree. Scales of gold shining brighter than the sun. The golden dragon's fight has just begun. Golden dragon, hear the crowds roar. Unleash your power, lead them on the floor. From the ashes you ignite the flame. The ring is yours, they'll remember your name. His eyes are blazing, cutting through the night. Every step he
Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Dragon Kenta joining us now. Good evening, Kenta. Or, hello? He's not here no more. Okay, he dropped. Hopefully he'll be able to...
That was the Golden Dragon, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the Golden Dragon. Anywho. Well, at least we got to play it. I got a couple others we could play too, and I might do that here in just a little bit. But back to D, Destroyer. So you were talking out in the chat about how you've been here longer than any of us, pretty much.
That's because she's
Oh,
old.
well put together.
Probably. Oh, there we go. And anyway, the Kenta is here. How you doing, Kenta?
He's muted.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
My connection got lost. Couldn't hear the new
And
song, but hope everyone liked it.
Yeah, I
That was
loved
some
it.
rad Golden Dragon vibes right there, you know.
I hope you do
That was
like your
awesome.
new entrance.
Hi, thanks. But yeah, I'm doing fine. A little tired. Could not sleep last night. Lots of Platinum Dragon champion, duties. As of the
Oh,
moment, guys. Me of the title.
I did too. I did it on air a couple weeks ago. I think you conveniently forgot.
No, I'm technically, if you guys would go on the game right now, I'm still a champion.
The way this man's trolling, I think that we should call him the Golden Shark. He loves to be that Platinum Dragon champion. Air quotes.
I mean,
Captain
technically, I'm the
Neptune.
champion. Technically, by technicality. For now.
I am the last person to get Fault Hammer Technicality Championship.
All right, we got another caller to the program, and let me play his intro. It's not new, but we haven't heard it for a while. Ladies and gentlemen, Hobo Ezekiel.
Lord, I'm Yiddish.
How are you tonight, sir?
Doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good. I'm curious. We've been asking everybody. How did you find Wrestler Unstoppable?
Well, I know how I found RAWF.
But you don't remember how you did you come to WU specifically to be in RAWF?
No, that was years later, but I first found WU after Moose Jaw Wrestling and Tri-City Brawlers.
Oh wow! So so basically you came from the cradle to the big leagues pretty quickly.
If by cradle you mean gondole, then I suppose yeah.
Ah, pretty good, pretty good. And of course, as we mentioned, Destroyer's been here since the beginning of pretty much the beginning of Wrestler Unstoppable. Is that right?
I think I was saying in the feed, November 2007 is when I think is when FBW started, and I joined in January of 2008.
Okay, so pretty much you've been definitely here longer than all of us combined, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir.
And you're still here.
Yeah, you guys should be lucky.
Well, I feel lucky. I think a lot of us feel lucky. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting, and to see how we've all come into the game at different times, and it's been a ride, no doubt about it. Let's see here. I mean, we were talking about overall rankings for the year, and Destroy, you actually came in at the very start of this year, this calendar year, and you are 7th overall in total ranking point for this year.
Yeah, I know. I'm on top of Cage. Exactly where I like to be.
Actually, he's actually only 2 points behind you.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. So we go. All right. But yeah, that's where we're looking at right now. And Chris did say we could go ahead and play his theme song even if it's here. Who wants to see Chris Cage's new video updated from last week? Anybody?
I mean, I'd love to see it.
Roll with it, man.
All right, let's do it.
You can run, but there's no place to hide. In my eyes, see the devil to die. Chris Cage, the unsettled one, the lost soul, Nightmare's champion. One by one, you all shall fall. Knife in my hand and the blood still fresh. One
And that's Chris Cage's entrance on the times that he is able to call in.
Look at that handsome son of a gun. That's my bestie right there.
I do have one other, and I know he's not around tonight, but he has made it on one other time. So let's just go ahead. One other entrance here.
Steel on steel, that's his song. Every hit saying you were wrong. Crowd cries out, he don't blink. Just one more chair shot, then he'll think he's the chairman, baby. Sitting on steel when the lights go dark, you know the pain gets real. Don't need no crown, don't need no throne. He built his kingdom with broken bones. Yeah, he's the chairman. That's his name. Playing sweet soul music in a violent game.
That's for our Powerball GM and RAWF Hall of Famer, the chairman, the Razor. Hopefully he'll be able to join us on in the future, so he can get to see that. But all right. So with all of that being said, some more. Let's see if we can figure out some more trivia. So, RA. All right.
Yes, sir.
You were one of two people to hold the Beer Brawl Championship, so you can't answer this question. Who was the? Who was the? Well, I said you weren't allowed to answer the question.
Shoot. Okay, I thought you were asking me. I was like, okay, well, that one got shot down.
He does what he wants.
You know who you know who beat you for. She beat you, right?
Yes.
You were first and she was second. So yeah, that title was not long for the. But there was also another title that only had two people, and it's not even in the championship history spreadsheet. It was the Grand Slam Baseball Championship. Two people held that title. One of them is on the air with us right now, so they're not allowed to answer. But who were the two people to hold the Grand Slam Baseball Championship? This was an event run by Raven the Enchanted.
Goddamn, was it Hobo Ezekiel?
Hobo Ezekiel was one. Who was the other person that held that championship? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? It was Strangleheart.
This is hard.
Strangleheart was the other person. And Hobo, he was the first, right? And you took it from him. Is that, you remember? Hobo?
What?
Did you take the Grand Slam Baseball Championship away from Strangleheart, or did he take it from you?
I think it was the other way around.
You took it from him?
No, it was the other way around.
He took it from you. Okay. Gotcha.
I love Hobo Ezekiel. He is a treasure to all of us.
Oh, my word. Too freaking funny. Let's see here. What else can we ask? Let's ask something more recent, I suppose.
All I know is I got a brain like a sponge. If you've ever seen all the holes in a sponge, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
Huh. Let's see. All right. So, who was the very first Champion's Choice champion? Come on, this one's not too hard.
Myth.
Weren't that Judgy?
That was Judgy. Who was second?
Vex?
No.
I think it was me.
You were never Champion's Choice champion.
Actually, I think I won it one time.
You might have fought for it, but you didn't win it.
That wasn't when Killa's run started, was it?
No.
Nope.
No. Killa's 728 days with the championship. No. Nobody? Anybody? It was me.
Amadeus doesn't win championships. That guy's a jobber.
Only in tournaments against you or Griff or Mithras.
Amadeus was tag team champion.
Yes, a two-time. Or actually, I'm a three-time tag team champion, but 2 times with Mithras.
Put some respect on the executive order.
That's what I've been saying that for years.
Unfortunately, you're the only one.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one. Oh shoot, it's not wrong. I'm also a former Platinum Dragon champion.
I forgot about that, but yeah.
Right. I didn't hold it very long, but because I vacated the title and let people fight for it, other people fight for it, but I did take it from Count Zraithnok. So,
there's a name.
That is a name. That is definitely a name. And anywho, anybody got any other questions? Any interesting questions about RAWF? And even if I know, I'll shut up and let other people answer. Nothing?
I mean, I can throw a pedantic one out because I know at least one person in here will know the answer.
Okay.
Who did I win my first world championship from?
Your first or third?
My first.
First.
Mordrin?
Nope. LA knows this.
I know it. I'm looking at it. But I won't answer.
I'll stay out until the end.
Anybody? I'll give you a hint. This person's no longer with us.
Canadian enforcer?
No, but good guess.
Were it Tank Girl?
Another good guess, but no.
Dr. Payne?
It's somebody that is not a former world champion because the title was vacated.
Yeah, I was about to say, technically, you could answer 2 answers here because there was a previous champion and who Griffith beat in the match was a different person than the previous champion.
Well, I'm counting the
My
person.
question was, who did I beat to win my first title? My first world championship. I didn't say who had it before me. I asked it in a very specific way.
That's true.
But I think Paragon knows the answer just by what he said.
I was just showing off, yeah. Saying, like, I'm not giving you the answer, but I also know this fact.
No one's even guessing. Paragon.
It was Dr. Fishbuck.
It was! It was.
Yes,
Yep.
There
good.
it is.
There
Golden
it is.
Dragon for the
Kent,
win.
Kenta got it. Kenta got it. So yes, that was Shell Kneebreaker. The title had been vacated by King Outlaw, who had left the
Outlaw.
company, and then I can't remember how we determined it was Griffith and Shell, if it was rankings or whatnot.
It was rankings. We were supposed to have the match to see who faced King Outlaw, and he left. And the match for the number one contender hadn't finished yet. So you basically told us it's null. You guys are just going to fight at the pay-per-view.
I could be wrong because I don't have a spreadsheet up right now, so I'm going off from memory. But oddly enough, I brought up a one-off pay-per-view earlier today. Was that match at Radically Violent?
Yes, it was.
It was.
It indeed was. Very good. Very good. But yeah, that was. Anybody else? Anybody else want to throw out a question there for the general public?
Can you hear me?
Anyone remember
Yes.
that trios event that ran in, I think, 2017 or 2018? Trios, it's like Titan something. I forgot the name.
You're breaking up, Kenta. We can't understand you. Sorry,
Mithras,
Kenta.
what were you saying?
Mithras, what were you saying? Because Kenta's broke up. We can't hear him.
And you can hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm trying to put my cell phone away. Does anybody remember the name of the guy who died in the middle of our world title match?
Wait, what? Oh. You talk about Jack. You talk about Jack Bayou?
I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name.
It was you that faced Jack Bayou at Tropical Aggression, I do believe. Unless it was Griff.
No, it was him.
Okay. And I didn't know he died during the title match. Is that what happened?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I was relatively. I still think I was relatively new to WU in a way, but maybe not. But it was it ranked up there with the time I had a match with somebody. This was back when you could change everything about your character. And I had a match with a big, heavy white guy. I went back to the match, and the guy had changed himself to a black female midget. That was not the guy.
I was gonna say I don't.
No.
Classic Mithras versus Shapeshifter match.
I'm sorry. POG, what'd you say?
What was that?
What did you say?
I just said classic Mithras versus Shapeshifter match.
Yeah, it just the extremity of the difference was hilarious. But I can't remember the name of the guy, but he did die in real life, and it was awful. And I mean, how do you post a scene on that win? You kind of don't.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it was Jack Bayou.
Okay.
It's the only person I could think of that would resemble that, because he died. I know he died not long after he had around that time. So.
Isn't that crazy? Do you recall anything ever similar to that happening? Because I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either. I didn't know about it until you told me about it. To be honest with you, I didn't realize he died during your title match. So.
Now, it's very sad, obviously, but the ridiculousness of the scenario, not his death, but the fact that there was a match, it was a title match, and one of the opponents died. It's just so ridiculous, you know? Paragon, no, it was like maybe almost 10 years ago. Because remember, I've been on sabbatical for at least 2 years, and that the earliest that would have been about 6. Well, maybe. Good night.
All right, Kenta. Well, thank you for joining us so we could at least play your entrance. Hopefully, future shows we won't have that issue. But I'm trying to look here, and I of course can't go back to the actual pay-per-views themselves right now. I know it was Tropical Aggression, but for the life of
that would be a one-off for RAWF. You know, the only match where one of the opponents died. Maybe. We don't know.
All right, here's one for you. And again, Amadeus might have to fact check me because I don't have access to a sheet right now. In my head, by my count, there are 5 RAWF World Champions that lost the championship in 2 weeks or less, 14 days or less. There are 5 people that did that. Can anybody name who those are?
I think I know. But
I definitely know 2 of them.
Because I would like to preserve a friendship. So I'm going to go now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. I was looking something up. Say that again.
Again, I could be wrong because I don't have a sheet in front of me right now, but I believe there are 5 people that held the RAWF World Championship for 14 days or less. And I was asking if anybody could guess who those
5 people that held it for 14 days or less. Wow. And no, Mithras, you're definitely not one of them.
Ricky is, though.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Ricky has the shortest.
40.
Oh.
44 days, something like that.
No, actually, no, Griff. You're misremembering. He beat you at Philadelphia Freedom. And then you got a rematch against him at Tropical Aggression. He beat you in the rematch, and then Mordred challenged him on the same Tropical Aggression.
I thought he took. Okay. Huh.
Could it have been Sheik?
No.
Really?
I'll say this if I'm right. I believe all of them are 2017 or earlier.
Yes, that's correct.
I mean, I suspect one of them's me.
No. No. None of your reigns. None of your reigns were that short.
My shortest is 4 weeks, I think.
Your shortest is 27 days.
Golden Dragon out there with another swish out there.
Oh. Okay. That's not correct. It wasn't 2020. I just sworn it was.
I don't think it's Tony.
Well, there are 2
How
of
many
them
did you say?
were
How
called
many
out
did you
there
say
in the
there
chat.
were?
I think 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Gosh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you're right.
2 of them were called out there. Kind of, almost 3 of them were called out there in the chat by accident.
Godfather, you said Godfather Turner, didn't you, Griff?
Oh, I was repeating Chris. I couldn't remember.
Godfather Turner is one of the 5.
Okay.
Kenta also said Bubs.
Bubs is the shortest reigning world champion in RAWF history at 7 days, 1 week.
I mean, someone's asked if Yeti was one of them.
Yeti is one of them. 14 days. So now we've got 2 people. I think that 2 people left. I'll give you guys one of them. One of them was a Canadian enforcer. He was the second, and matter of fact, it was the second ever world championship reign. Because Stardust had it for 105 days. Enforcer beat her at Blood in the Water, and then 14 days later lost it, or 14 days, vacated the title and left the company. And so that leaves just one, right?
Chris said Pebs.
Peb's never held the world
I didn't think
championship.
so, but I'm just saying what people are saying on the chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, we just have one more, right?
Yeah, there's just the one, and
Is one of them
if you think-
Paragon?
if you think about it, it would make sense.
When you think about it, it would make perfect sense. This person was the one who ended Bub's 7-day reign as world champion.
Judge?
Yeah, that's exactly who it is. Judge with 13 days. 13 days after beating Bubs, lost the title to Mistress Doom, Michaela Doom. On air, matter of fact. It's one of the few times, maybe the one time the world title changed hands on radio. As a matter of fact, it was. It was the only time that the world championship changed hands on and after hours was when MD defeated Judgment on March 11th, 2017. So, good question. Good question, Paragon. I like that one.
I don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to throw it out there because I just think it'd be amusing to know. Who has had the most matches on a single pay-per-view?
Oh, good Lord, I have no freaking clue, but it's got to be between you, Paragon, Mithras, and there's probably
I
a
know
few
how
others.
many I've had. I don't know. I know what the most I've had on one pay-per-view, but I don't know what the most anyone has had.
How many was that?
7.
Sorry.
I mean, that's got to be close.
7?
Yeah.
I never had 7.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's been times when Mithras has had 3 or 4, possibly 5, but yeah, I
My record is 6. I had a Graveyard Smash pay-per-view, 6 matches, lost all 6 of them.
Well, actually, it's 7 or 6 depending on how you count the Triple Crown. Because technically, I get 2 matches, and I was counting both of them, but it was for one title.
No, I count the Triple Crown matches as one match.
Okay, well then it would be 6.
Okay.
But did you lose all 6? Because I might have you there.
You know, yeah, that's kind of a wacky way to try to count them when you've got like three guys competing in one match. Like the World in Platinum where Mithras and Griffith and POG.
Yes.
Had like what was it?
Triple threat. And
it went 1, 1, and 1.
Yep. And because my triple threat rules is if the champion, if it's tie, the belt goes to the champion.
With those 3 names in the main event of Immortal in a 1-1-1 tie, you couldn't get more of an RAWF perfect finish. I know that some people don't like a tie, but my goodness, those 3 names in that place on that card, that was the only result.
So, backstory. Is that not true?
What? I was waiting. I thought you were going somewhere else with this.
No, I was saying Paragon suggested that three-way, right?
You know what? I don't remember.
I think he did because I didn't want to do it, but he convinced me that it was actually to my advantage and it wound up being right. Because if it went 1, 1, and 1, I would get all the titles, and so that was a good payoff. So that was Paragon's thinking because he had to convince me. But it was a tough match. It was tough. Paragon, you beat Mithras. Mithras beat Griffith, and Griffith beat Paragon. And it just, I don't know. I think there's a lot of cussing going on behind the scenes.
I mean, frustration for all the people that may not have won the match, but for the perfect symmetry of the three names that are a lock. Anytime somebody says, who's the Mount Rushmore of RAWF, there are three names that are said right away, and then kind of an alternating fourth. But for those three names to main event the biggest show of the year in a triple threat match with both of the biggest titles on the line, I mean, it's almost poetry that it ends in a 1-1-1.
Yeah. Although I have to say, I really wanted to win both of mine. I'd be lying if I didn't.
And I got my punishment for it too. I had beaten you in my match. I would have won the Platinum Dragon Championship had it not been a triple threat match, but that's the way it goes.
You needed to beat Griff because you did beat me.
Right, you were the Platinum Dragon and the World Champion at the time.
Correct.
Right, had it not been a triple threat match, I would have won the Platinum Dragon Championship.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. So why'd you do that?
I mean, the world needed a marquee match that is like, you have your Hogan Andre at WrestleMania 3, or your biggest match of all time kind of thing. You can't outdo Griffith, Mithras, Paragon, triple threat, main event of Immortal.
Yeah. Which kind of goes to my point about new names and when I took my time off, because that was a great storyline and a great, from my perspective, our perspectives, it was a great match and all that, but it was, three people had heard of before. And so that's kind of underscores why I took the time off, so that some other people could get in on that action and get their asses kicked by you two.
All right. And Hobo, you still awake?
What?
Just
Flappy
check.
Bird.
Flappy?
Can't get past the second goddamn pipe.
I don't need to hear about
Someone needs to tell Liam he needs a new phone.
Oh my word. Oh, yeah, it's been interesting. So how's everyone been enjoying their time off? Hobo, what have you been doing during your time off here?
I've been enjoying not being cornered by the job site jobbers, and Bob has been leaving me alone for once, which has been kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Bob's on vacation too. He's enjoying it, and so is Randy. As a matter of fact, Randy's not here this evening. I don't know where he's at. I don't really care. But yeah, and Dan and Doc are also on vacation, which I'm sure you're glad old Dan's not around, huh?
Yes, I concur with that 110% and 5/3%.
That's a lot of percent. All right. Cool. Well, if anyone else has something to talk about, I think we should call it a night. We're kind of a little over this evening, which is fine because we had a lot of good people call in. But yeah, anybody have anything they want to say or do before we call it an evening? This is your chance to speak up.
Buy more tacos.
Yes, and drink more beer.
All right. With that being said, folks, thank you everyone for showing up tonight. Hobo, Destroyer, RA, Mithras, Kenta, Vacant, Griffith, Paragon, Maeve, and I think that's everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. All right. For L Vacant, I am Lord Amadeus. We're going to call it a night. Thank you all. We will see you next week. Good night, everybody.